So I don't know if you noticed or not, but as of tomorrow, we will officially be halfway through NaNoWRIMO. I really hope you've had a successful week with your writing. For those of us aiming for the 50,000 word goal, we have written half of that at this point. If you're keeping on track, that's 25,000 words. I cannot tell you how amazing that is. Congratulations. Let me know in the comments how your second week of Nano went. Maybe you're feeling a bit tired. Maybe your story isn't quite going the way you thought it would. Maybe you feel like you've written yourself into a corner. I get it. I have definitely done that before myself. It can be tricky to figure out how to move forward when you feel really stuck in your story. Think about your story as a whole. Do you know what's supposed to happen in the end, or do you have other scenes in mind for later on in the story? Go ahead and write those. There's no rule that says you have to write in linear order. And sometimes getting down those scenes where you do know what you want to have happen helps with what you're stuck in currently. Or take some time today or some time tomorrow to do a little brainstorming and slow down a little bit. If it puts you a little bit behind on word count, it's okay. It's not a big deal. One day behind at this point in the game is not insurmountable. There have been times in the past where I've pushed myself really hard during the first 2 weeks to put up huge word counts every single day, and by the time I get to this midpoint, I'm feeling tired. Even just hitting the minimum word count seems like a lot. But if you've been stretching yourself and you're way ahead of where you should be at this point, you can slow down. Take it easy. Do just the minimum for a few days. Do less than the minimum if you need to. If you feel that burnout creeping in, ease up on what you're doing every single day, at least for a few days. Take some time for self-care, whether that's a bit of pampering or taking a walk around the neighborhood or just curling up on the sofa with a nice book. Next week, oof, you guys, next week. Week 3 is always the hardest for me, I'm not gonna lie. You've been working really hard, but you're only halfway through. You're halfway through, but you're only halfway through. The end isn't really close enough to be excited about, and at this point you might be pretty far from that initial motivation and excitement that you had. If you need to, look back at your original goal, and I'm not talking about word count or time or anything like that. I mean your real reason for wanting to do this. Why are you writing? Why are you telling this story? Think through your personal reasons for wanting to do NaNoWRIMO and hold on to that for this next week. It's a tough week, but keep going, keep writing, and you can get through it. And you can start right now. Close this browser window, pull up your manuscript document, and start writing. Seriously, right now, do it. Don't go and get a snack. Don't go waste your time scrolling through Twitter. Start typing up that next scene. And I'll see you back here next week.